What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we have some major changes that are coming in 2023 to food stamps and SNAP benefits. I want to go over what some of those changes are. These are big changes we are going to see very soon. So if you do collect SNAP benefits or you know somebody that does, make sure you watch this entire video. Also, feel free to share this video with them over on Facebook so they too know what exactly is going on. And if you could, take 2 seconds, go ahead, hit that like button, click that subscribe button, and let's get right down to it. The first major change is that the supplemental allotment will end in 2023. I've talked about this before, and there is no question that the pandemic EBT supplemental allotment is going to end at some point in 2023. It has helped millions and millions of Americans. However, it is going to end. Why? Well, according to the USDA, they say to expect this program to end in the near future. Talked about this before. If the public health emergency is not extended, then this program will end. It ends with it. We do have some good news though. According to the Department of Health and Human Services, they say they will give us at least a 90-day notice before they end the public health emergency. That's good news for the federal government and for states, because states are on the hook for a lot of this money as well. So as soon as we know more information on that, I promise I will give you that update as soon as possible. Now, one thing I just want to add is that if we do see this public health emergency end, we do have some good news. You will not lose 100% of your benefits. You will lose the supplemental allotment. That is the additional bonus on top of your normal benefits. You also will not lose the cost of living adjustment. You will just lose that supplemental allotment. So good news there. We did get a 12.5% cost of living adjustment for 2023. So even without the supplemental allotment, you still should be very close to what you were receiving before the pandemic. So if you do not know what that number was, I'd make sure you call, figure that out so you can be prepared and know exactly how much money you're going to get every single month. The next major change is the increase in benefits. We just talked about this. This should be no surprise to anybody. We're going to get a 12.5% cost of living adjustment. That is good news, being that food prices and everything is just such much more expensive now in 2020 or at the end of 2022 and to start in 2023. We're going to need this 12.5% cost of living adjustment. Even though inflation is going down, the expectation is food prices are still so high, most people cannot afford them anymore. The next major change to SNAP benefits is the income reporting requirements. In the previous years, if you saw an increase in wages that was fairly substantial, you would have to report your income and it would most likely change your benefit amount. However, starting on October 1st, 2022 and going through September 30th, 2023, you only need to report an increase in your income if it is more than $125. That's it. Here's the good news. The majority of SNAP beneficiaries do not have to report any income changes throughout the year. They only have to do that when they're trying to requalify. So, the people that they're mainly talking to, that if you make more than $125, well, those are people that they are calling able-bodied adults without dependents. Those people would have to report any additional income. But, little side note here, if you have a decrease in income, you could actually receive more benefits. So that is a good time to report your changes as well. Or if you see an increase in your rent or utilities or other payments like that, report those changes as well, because if your income stays the same but your expenses go up, you could actually be eligible for more SNAP benefits every single month. Another big change that is actually going to happen very soon is immigrants can actually qualify for SNAP benefits. Now, in the past, most people would not try to get SNAP benefits because they are worried that their immigration status would be changed. They're worried that their citizen application would be pulled, or they could not become a permanent resident. However, this has been changed because the Department of Homeland Security recently changed their ruling, and they stated that SNAP benefits will not play a role in whether somebody is being considered for citizenship or residency into the United States. Good news is this change is going to take effect on December 23rd, 2022. So it's coming up. Another big change is income limits have changed as well. Due to inflation, millions and millions of Americans have increased their earnings throughout the year or throughout the couple years. Good news that they have taken note of this, and now your income limits have been increased. So anybody that didn't qualify for SNAP benefits in prior years because you made too much money, guess what? Maybe you didn't see a raise over the past couple of years, or your raise was not lifted that much. That could be good news because now you may qualify for some benefits. Another change is that the household deductions have also been increased. Remember what I said, everything is caused by inflation. Inflation has caused rents to go up, utility payments to go up, and things like that. If that is the case and your rent has increased, guess what? If your income has not gone up as much as your rents, you could actually qualify for some more money. But due to inflation, deductions have also increased. So that's a big deal right there. So those are the 6 major changes that are coming to food stamps and SNAP benefits in 2023. One thing I can tell you is the 12.5% cost of living adjustment is seen as a big deal. This is huge, not only for the fact that many are worried that the supplemental allotment will not get extended past the first few months to maybe 6 months of 2023, but because of food prices going up as much as they have, the American people need some additional help. One thing I can tell you is there's a lot of different discussions about additional assistance for the American people. Some of it is nutrition assistance. So as soon as you get more information as to what is coming for the American people, what Congress is proposing, and what is potentially going to pass through Congress and be signed into law by President Biden, well, I will give you that update as soon as possible. Just understand, I will keep looking into this. I will find all the latest news and updates. All you got to do, again, 2 things. Go ahead, hit that like button, and also click that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And the last thing I want to say is more of a, public service announcement, more of a warning, is there are a lot of scams out there where people are taking other people's SNAP benefits. How does that work? Well, if you go, and I don't want to push this out there to air and say every single mini mart and small grocery store is doing this, but there's a lot of little scams going on where people use a skimmer and they take your information and then they go and buy food for themselves with it. That is a problem. One thing I can tell you is to continue to monitor your amount that you have on your EBT card. And if you continue to see it just keeps on going down and down and down and you are not using it, look into that or have the office look into it. Make sure that your money is still there. It is your money. It goes to you and your family. You need to be the one that is using it. So again, that is what we know. As always, as I know more, I promise I'll come on and share all the latest news and updates. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.